Hey guys, welcome back to MIZEco Labs. My name is Mize, and today we are going to try and figure out this applied energistics thing. I am looking forward to this. This should be fun. I'm thinking that we are going to rip all this out. I'm really sad to see it go because it's really cool looking and it's very complicated and I like it a lot. It's an original design by me, but it's got to go. Because the applied energistics is just not going to work well with chests. I've been doing some testing and I can hook up the what's it called? The ME storage bus to a chest or any storage solution. Like I'm going to actually am going to keep the barrels. I can hook up the ME storage buses to each barrel and use the barrel storage. But the problem with regular chests are that there's no way to designate each chest as holding certain things. And it doesn't even really make any sense to keep your storage like this using an ME, using the applied energistics system, because it's just you're never going to go into the chests once you have it set up. You're going to use your wireless access, or you're going to use the terminal. And also, I found that when you add something to the system, it randomly, or not randomly, it puts it into the first chest on the network, I'm thinking, or the last chest, something like that. In my testing, it always puts it in like one of the chests, and it will just continuously fill that one chest and then move on to the next, which makes sense because it's a digital system and it doesn't care. So it just makes sense to get rid of this. All of this I'm going to import into the system and let the terminal handle it. We're gonna store all this miscellaneous crap on disks. I'm going to start with an ME 4K storage. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be big enough, but we'll just start with that for now. I've been hard at work making some of the stuff we need. Storage cell plans. This gives you a basic storage cell. What else we got? I got me a ME access terminal. That's ready to go. That's a requirement for... Well, I don't know if it is actually a requirement because the crafting terminal lets you get to it as well. But I want to have one. And we're going to have them throughout the base. And the conversion matrix, which is just used in a lot of the recipes. I've already got my basic processors. I got like 22 of them there. And I have a whole bunch of advanced cooked up. So what I'm going to do is... Actually, I think I wanted to do a little bit more testing first. I've been working with applied energistics in my creative world. So I'm thinking we're going to go there now and run a little test I've been wanting to do on the auto crafting system. So let me get that set up and I'll see you guys over there. Okay, so welcome to my prototype world. I am currently testing what happens with these different automated crafting systems here. So when you're making a ME auto crafting system, you need crafting CPUs and pattern providers. Everything else is just exterior walls, heat vents, and containment wall. So my question that I haven't been able to figure out by looking online is it better to make separate crafting systems with one provider, with one pattern provider and the rest CPUs? If we look inside here, these are all CPUs back here. Or, so, and then I have inside of here, I have two patterns. I have one advanced circuit, one electric jetpack. Then over here I have a regular electric circuit and copper cable. So I'm testing this by making jetpacks. Over here I have same interior space, but it's only one assembly unit. So since it's the same interior space, I have the same number of, or the same ratio of CPUs, actually the same number as well. It's just I'm going to plug these two into the network and test out the speed. Then I'm going to disconnect them and just plug this guy in. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, in here I have the same ones, yeah. So let's put up the vents, and it'll make it into a solid. There we go. Now it's a molecular assembly chamber, assembler chamber. Very cool. That one's ready. And that one's ready. Now these two are connected to the network, and they're ready to go. So let's do our first test. So I'm going to craft. I already have all the materials in here. This is kind of a mock-up of my lab. I'm using the barrels for storage, and I'm also using an ME drive for the rest of the miscellaneous storage. So let's give this a try. If I craft an electric jetpack, and I do 10 of them, I'm going to time it. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. So that was only 5 seconds. So let's hook up the other one and disconnect these and give it a try. Okay, I've got these two disconnected, and I've got the big one connected to the system. And I removed all the jetpacks, just threw them out. Now we're going to craft another 10 and see what happens. Whoa, that was faster. It only took 3 seconds. Holy cow. Okay, so we have our answer. It's much faster to use one big chamber with lots of CPUs. Now the next question is, will I get more speed with more pattern providers or less pattern providers? So does it matter? I think that all that matters is CPUs for speed. But if I put these patterns in here, let's turn it day. And should I replace that with a CPU? I don't think I will. No, I'm not going to replace that with a CPU. Okay. So, one more time. Okay, we're going to craft 10, and here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. 3 seconds again. 3 and change. I didn't see much of a difference. Bottom line, though, is we're definitely going to go with more CPUs. Well, actually, they had the same number of CPUs and internal blocks. But we're definitely going to go with one big system and not multiple ones. Very cool. Okay, so I've started demolishing part of the system here. And I'm running an ME cable underneath. And just trying to figure out the logistics of how things are going to be connected. And once I have something to look at, I'll show it to you guys. Okay, I've run the ME cable from the upper lab and the controller over to here, and it's going to run underneath the floor and over to the center console area here. I've started taking out some of the other stuff. This is going to have to come out because there's not going to be any unsorted. So there's no need for the unsorted pipe. I'll I'll probably fill this in. I'm also going to take this out up to here, I believe. For now, we're going to leave the retrievers where they are and let them continue to access the barrel system so that I don't have to mess around with the UU system just yet. So that means we're going to take all this out. Yeah, all this is coming out. And I'll have to rerun the blue electric power over here to these retrievers. Okay, I just finished setting up the basics of the system, and it looks like I'm just checking to make sure that everything is working correctly. Got some smooth stone and some slabs coming into my input chest, and they have gotten sucked up into the system. I've temporarily put my ME drive system just here for now. It's actually going to be up top where I can see it, and this may change. I'm just not sure yet. Okay, so now if I look in here, yep, there's my stone slabs and my stone. Awesome. So the system is still functional. It's just now it's bypassing the entire sorting system here. And it's actually already locked itself up. So there must be something waiting in here. And the barrels are also not part of the storage system at this point. So next step is to create, I think, some more interfaces, some import. I need another importer, and start importing all this junk out of here. Once I've got all this into the system, then I can dismantle all of this. I haven't shown most of the recipes so far because surprisingly most of the recipes are quite simple. Let's see, what have I made so far? The ME drive. I mean, everything is just pretty easy to obtain items. Regular chest, iron. The basic processor is made out of gold and redstone with a quartz cutting knife and silicon. The silicon is just made of quartz dust smelted. And the cutting knife is even easier. I mean, just iron and quartz crystal. What you really need is you need a lot of quartz crystal and a lot of quartz dust for this stuff. As long as you have that in your basic supplies, you're good. What else have I made? I made the... haven't made a crafting terminal yet. I'm going to need to. I already made the access terminal. As you can see, like, you get these every once in a while, a complicated device, but it's just multiple crafting recipes of other crafting recipes, but everything is just easy to obtain items. Iron, redstone, quartz, and another basic processor. Not hard at all. The ME cable is also easy to make. It's simply redstone and quartz fiber, and the quartz fiber is more quartz dust and glass. So everything so far has been really easy to make. I haven't gotten to some of the other stuff, like the containment wall, but again, look at this. Gold and iron, heat vent, iron and cable. Even the crafting CPU is just an advanced processor. Now, the advanced processor requires a diamond, so that is a little expensive. But so far, that's the most expensive stuff. So I'm about to make an import bus, which requires a sticky piston and a interface. So let's go ahead and pull this import bus out. Now the import bus allows you to pull things into the ME system. The ME system is amazing. It's all digital, and it has searchable items, and it's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just run a temporary cable. And you can run it, you don't have to like have cables connected to cables with this system. You can have a cable come out of a block and then go someplace else. It's all one big network. So now I should be able to just hook up my import bus and just suck items right out of this thing. So let's start with the metals chest. So I put that on there. I set the stack mode. I just run my cable over to it. It should. Yep, there we go. It's pulling items out really fast. And they're showing up in here. Amazing. This is great. I have a feeling, and just look at that, all those steel ingots, all in one number here. And if you want something, you just left click to get a stack, right click to get half a stack, shift click to get stacks into your inventory. It's amazing. It's just fantastic. So how are we doing on space? Oh boy. I've already, look at that, 35 of 63 types used already. So I'm obviously going to need a lot of storage. Interesting. Look at that, it emptied that chest. Amazing. That's great. That's the plan. That's how I'm going to empty out all these chests. I can just put the chest in there too. This is great. Okay, so since each storage module only holds 63 types, it doesn't matter what size storage, they only hold 63 types. So for now, let's see. For now, I'm just going to make more 4K storage modules. I'll probably make enough to fill this entire ME drive right up. And, you know, if I need more, I'll start making the bigger ones. Alright, it's a slow process. I've already taken out the following chests. Miscellaneous tech, RedPower, metals, and applied. Well, there was nothing in there because I've been using it all. Magic, bees, and I'm working on some other ones over here. What did I just do? Organics? Yeah, organics is empty. And it's looking pretty good. If I look in here, it's really nice how you can just scroll through and see all your stuff all at once. Search for stuff. Pretty awesome. The only thing is, I am running out of space fast. Like, as you can see from the colors, orange, I'm guessing, means that it's pretty much full. Or almost full. They're about half full, each one. The problem is the number of types of items. So I started making a lot more. And I found out that I need a lot more silicon, so I'm cooking silicon right now. And should have a lot more storage real soon. Nice. There's the last chest. I think that one's empty. Yep. Amazing. No joke. It sucked it all up with no problem. Alright, so... Wow. So it took 8 of these 4K, or I'm sorry, 7 of the 4K storage units, and one 16K storage unit. I made a big one. It's not the biggest. The biggest one is the 64 kilobyte storage, but doing pretty good. Still have room for a lot more stuff. And all these chests are gone. So I'm going to get rid of this now and move on to the next stage. Okay, we're getting there. I've got the floor cleaned up and my ME drive up on top here. It's pretty pretty cool looking. I mean, pretty amazing, really. I mean, all of that stuff fits into this one block. It's kind of crazy. And I've really got to be careful not to lose any of these. I mean, if this block gets blown up, you want to pick up these drives, these storage devices really fast because, man, everything is in there. It's quite nice, though. Access to absolutely everything instantly. Pretty amazing. Okay, and down below, I moved some stuff around because it just didn't look quite right. I put the... get rid of this. There we go. I put the crystal chest here. I guess it's kind of like the input chest from the RedPower system into Applied Energistics. And I moved these wires around. This is going to the main drive, and then this right here is going to go to the main assembly chamber. I'm going to put the assembly chamber right here. Nice big juicy assembly chamber. It'll look good there, you know, take up the space that the old system used. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Next up, I've got to make the housing and a crafting. What is it? What's it called? Need a crafting terminal, crafting monitor, crafting CPUs, heat vents, containment walls, and pattern provider. And we're going to need a pattern encoder. Got lots to make. So I'm going to make all those blocks. I'll be right back. So here's my first molecular assembly chamber. We're going to do 5 crafting CPUs, 1 pattern provider, and that should make for a pretty fast machine. I'm of course going to expand this later, but for now, this will be fine. And we can start auto crafting right away, which is fantastic. Alright, so let's get the rest of those CPUs in. And cap it off. There we go. Awesome. These things can be made any size, which is really neat. So I'll just expand this out and make it wider as necessary. Or even taller if need be. Okay, access terminal, storage cell, crafting table, crafting terminal. Okay, basic processor now, and ME cable, crafting monitor, and a whole bunch of blank patterns. Now, 5 is not a whole bunch, but it'll do for now. Okay. Let's put the crafting terminal here. For now, we're just going to put a cable here. I intend on putting a wireless access point here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Awesome. That helps, having a nice place to craft. And now I should be able to encode some patterns. The first thing I'm going to want to do is get some of these basic things done, like the conversion matrix. So I'm going to put some patterns in. Let's see. To do a pattern, you just have to have all of the junk that you need, and luckily it's all ghosts, all ghost patterns. So let's see. It should be mostly everything I need. So let's first make ourselves a conversion matrix, redstone, iron. Quartz. There it is, conversion matrix, and we'll encode that. Done. Then we can just put this guy right in here, and now we're able to craft that item. Awesome. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I've got a conversion matrix storage cell, storage segment, ME interface, and storage bus. So I've gotten to the point where I can auto-craft a storage bus, which is what I really wanted, because I'm going to start putting storage buses on all these, and it's going to take a little bit of resources to get that done and a little bit of crafting, so it's going to make it a lot easier if the auto-crafter can do it for me. So just hit craft, and it crafts it very fast. It's amazing. I love it. So I'm going to run a cable over here and start hooking up this monstrosity. Alright, looks like I'm getting there. I have removed a lot of the RedPower connections here, and I've removed all these back barrels. We're only going to have the barrels face in one direction now, because you can connect the ME interface to the back of a barrel. So that means that I can have a full wall of barrels with nothing in between. That'll be nice. So I'm going to eventually consolidate everything down to maybe just 3 or 4 high. But for now, I'm just trying to get some of the interfaces hooked up so that I can continue to make more interfaces. I've made 12, but I needed more iron, so I wanted to hook up the interface to the iron barrel. And I'm just working my way through the auto-crafting slowly, trying to set it up as best I can. And hopefully, I will soon have this entire thing set up. Okay, so I've finally gotten sick of running back and forth to access my ME pattern, my ME system. So I'm going to make a wireless setup. And I'm going to completely make it using... I think I'm going to do everything automated now. Just enter everything into the pattern encoder and just have it make it for me. So first up is a wireless receiver. Add that. Oh, another thing about this, the molecular assembly chamber, if you hold down shift, you'll get to see what each item is crafting, which is quite useful. So next up for the wireless access point is this. So I'm going to make one of these receivers right now, and then make one of these guys. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today. Next time I'll give you guys an update on how I'm doing with Applied Energistics and all the changes that I've made for the main lab. Let's see what we got in the M-mail system here. So from Newbie Pickle, Newbie writes, "Hey Mize, you think I should do an FTB Let's Play when I get a good computer?" Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Starting your own Let's Play is a lot of work. I mean, I had no idea how much work it would be really when I started this. I mean, I used to do video editing, not a whole lot, but like, you know, just for fun. And on average, for every like hour of content that you make, or every minute, I'm sorry, of content that you make, takes like an hour of work. At least that's what it seems like. Sometimes it's less than that, but still, it's like, for most people that watch videos, they have no idea how much work goes into every single video. It's amazing. A couple of things that you're going to need to do if you're going to start your own Let's Play. First thing is, I've heard this before from other YouTubers, and I just didn't get it. But do not be doing this for the money, because, I mean, even if you're really good, you won't see money for a long time. Another thing that a lot of people don't tell you is do not monetize your channel. If you do, you're almost guaranteed to have your AdSense account be disabled. It really helps to be a YouTube partner, and when I say YouTube partner, I mean a full-blown partner. You cannot, YouTube is making everybody partners now. If you have a channel, you can become a partner. It's kind of crazy, really. I am not a fully partner, and I have stopped monetizing my channel until I get enough subscribers that I actually get somebody to ask me to become a partner with them. Some of the really big ones are like Machinima is I think the biggest, which I'll never have any chance of becoming part of. But there's smaller ones, like Social Blade. I have a possibility of becoming a Social Blade partner someday. Who knows? But if you're going to do it, I suggest you give it a try. Make a video. See if you enjoy doing it. That's the first thing. Did you have fun making your video? Were you proud of it? Is it something that you would watch? That kind of thing. If that all worked out for you, then put it up, and especially you newbie. I mean, you've been around here for a while. You've been commenting on my channel for a while, and I would love to see a video from you. So if you do make a video, in the comments, give us a link, and I'm sure everybody would love to see what you're doing. So, yeah, we'll see how you do. All right, and Nuclear Drone Films. This was about, he sent me this message about the last episode. I was talking about the Ultimate Hybrid solar panel, or I'm sorry, the Advanced solar panel. I was pulling it up to put it into the recipe for the Ultimate Hybrid, and I said that I prefer to use the electric wrench in looseless mode. And you know what I didn't realize is that you can use the Omni wrench to do the same thing for absolutely for no energy cost at all. I had no idea, and I will be using the Omni wrench from now on. Yeah, thanks for that, Nuclear. I'm definitely going to do that. So, all right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we are going to continue working on the Applied Energistics and see if we can move on to some of our other projects. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a great day. Bye now.